Welcome to the realm of astrology. This is your daily horoscope for May 28th, 2021, which is a Friday. Today, a lot is going to happen. The moon is going to square Chiron. It is going to trine Uranus. We will talk about that. But before we begin, do hit the subscribe button. All right. So, yesterday, the moon came into the sign of Capricorn, as I had mentioned in the evening. And the moon changes signs every 2.5 days, and when it changes signs, the immediate focus of our life shifts. So when the moon was in Sagittarius, we did go through an eclipse. Now, eclipses are karmic points. They bring about destined events. They bring about pieces of information. They change things, and eclipse energy can be very intense, and it will stay with us for a long, long time. And that happened on May 26th, and the moon was in the sign of Sagittarius. In the sign of Sagittarius, typically we are focused on fun things, we are happy, we are optimistic, we want to go on an adventure, we want to learn things. However, with the eclipse energy this time, it was an extremely intense period for the past 2.5 days. Now, the moon in Capricorn, we are going to be focused on working, we're going to be focused on building things, okay? And the moon does not really like to be in Capricorn because the moon is our emotions and Capricorn is hard work, discipline, building things. So emotionally, we may not feel the best, but we will be focused on work. We will be focused on building things. We will be persistent about these things. We will be disciplined about these things because we have to do them. Okay, so that's the energy for the next 2 days. And the moon in Capricorn at about 2 p.m. Pacific time, you can see this on the chart, is going to square Chiron. Now, this is not the easiest energy either. I know since the eclipse, the energy has been quite difficult. Eclipse by itself is difficult. Yesterday, we had the Venus-Neptune square, and the square came exact by noon. The energy did ease off yesterday in the evening. However, Venus and Mercury are going to meet up today, and they are in a close orb to Neptune, almost a degree. So we will still feel the remnants of that energy. But let's talk about Chiron Moon before we move on to that, because that's also happening today. Chiron Moon square. The moon is our emotional body and Chiron is healing. This can be a bittersweet feeling of healing. This can be a bittersweet feeling of healing through our work, through work that will impact our identity in some way. We'll feel healed, yes, but at the same time, we may not feel very good. Now, that's the aspect. And a square typically does feel challenging, and it does require change. So, it's not a fun energy. It's not. You will feel healed in some ways, but it does not. In the long run, you'll feel healed, but in the moment, it may feel a little, okay, I need to change this, I need to do this, and I need to work so hard, whatever it is. But there's some sort of healing in that. And sooner after that, now with the moon, these transits last only a few hours. It moves so fast. So that's the best thing. Now, moving on. The moon is going to trine Uranus. Okay, there, it's trining Uranus. Now, this is very positive. The moon's here, Uranus is here. It's making a 120-degree angle. Now, this is a sudden feeling of positivity, unexpected feeling of positivity. Perhaps 2 hours ago, we were feeling a little not so great, let me put it that way. We were feeling not so great, but we were feeling healed in some ways, and it was connected to our work, it was connected to our identity. And now, 2 hours later, at about 4 p.m. Pacific time, suddenly out of the blue, we feel good. And this is also connected to our work. It is also connected to our material reality. It's also connected to our self-worth. Maybe the healing to our identity changed the way we view ourselves. Maybe it changed our finances. Maybe it changed our skill set a little bit. We realized what skills we have. We realized our own worth. I don't know what it is for you, but it is going to be work related. It is going to be connected to our material reality. And moving on, let's talk about the Mercury-Venus conjunction. It comes exact at about 10 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, there. Venus has passed Mercury. They come exact at 24:41 right here. And what does this mean? When Venus and Mercury meet up, okay, Mercury is our mind, it's communication, it's our immediate environment, it's our day-to-day routine, it's our health, it's our diet, it's a lot of things. And so is Venus. Venus is our love, business partnerships, relationships. And when they meet up, what happens? Venus is also blessings. So in one way, it will bless our mind, it will bless our communication, it will bless our day-to-day routine, our diet, our health, our job, all Mercury related things. And the other thing is, all Mercury related things and Venus related things will fall into sync. Because sometimes your love relationship is going well, your business partnership is going well, but your day-to-day routine is you're not able to find it. Or you're not able to find mental peace when everything is going well. But this is the point where things, communication, your mind, health, diet, routine, and love, business relationships, partners, legal issues, they all seem to come together. It's a new beginning of sorts in these areas. It's a new cycle, because when two planets meet, they begin a new cycle. So this is the point where that happens. And with Venus, there's always a little blessing involved. There's always a blessing involved, because Venus is a benefic. However, this is making a square to Neptune. We spoke about this yesterday. This can feel confusing. This can feel deceptive. This can feel depressive even. There's that element to it. Maybe good things are happening and you're not able to see it clearly. Maybe you're oversensitive about something. I don't know. But with Neptune, things always seem confused. There's always some delusion or illusion. And not always, mostly. However, the positive side of Neptune is spirituality. It's the higher realm. And a square typically is challenging. Yes, it is challenging. But Neptune making a square to these things, to Venus and Mercury, might just mean that this falling into place of all the things that I just mentioned, diet, health, communication, mind, love, relationships, business partnerships, and a blessing these things will receive, is spiritually guided. Or we may need to make a small adjustment in these things so that it's for the higher good, so that it's connecting with the higher realm, so that it falls in line with our calling. We may need to make a little adjustment. And this is the point where we may not even realize what adjustment to make, because Neptune is very confusing. You want to make a change, you realize you want to make a change. What is that change? So this is a good energy because Venus is there and it's meeting up Mercury. It's positive in some ways, yet it's making a square to Neptune, which is not the easiest energy. It's confusing. It can be depressive. It can be overly sensitive. But it does have the potential to be very magical. It does have the potential to be very spiritually rewarding, whatever the change you make is. Okay, so that happens at 10 p.m. and I want to keep this really short today. So that's all I'm going to say for today. I do want to mention, towards tomorrow, Mars is going to oppose the Moon. The Sun in North Node conjunction is building right here. Let me clear the chart first. You can see them close to each other. This conjunction is building, and the most important thing is that we are in between eclipses. Okay, we are in between eclipses, and this period between eclipses from May 26th to June 10th is fated, is karmic, is destined, and it feels intense. And another positive aspect is building, which I had mentioned before, is the Mars-Neptune trine, 120-degree angle. It's building. This is where we will feel called to take action, have the willpower, have the drive. That will be our calling. We'll want to take action and we'll say, yeah, that's my calling. I'm called to it. I'm driven to it. So that energy is also building. And the Moon's going to be in Capricorn. It is going to meet up Pluto right here tomorrow, I believe. And then it will enter the sign of Aquarius in the next 2 days. And whenever the Moon is in Aquarius, we do feel stressed because Saturn is there. We do feel stressed. We'll talk about all those things. But that's it for today, and now I'm going to do something different and pick a card. It's not a tarot card, it's an oracle card. Okay, so let me pick the card for today, and the card for today is peace. And I think this is more about finding inner peace. I don't know if you can see it. Peace is about finding inner peace, and it's about blessings as well. Yeah, it's about finding peace, it's about blessings. And why are we told to find peace today? I think we're told to find peace today because we've gone through an eclipse, we've gone through a lot of intense energy, and the universe is asking us to look within, go inside, and find that peace within, because peace does come from within. And I believe this is a positive indication for the future as well. To not worry, to not get stressed, because peace will be there. And now I will give you a brief background on the astrology, as I always do. It's not connected to today, so if you're done, please put off the video. If you've seen this before, please put off the video. If not, I urge you to watch. So I do want to mention the first thing is the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. They met up at 0 degrees of Aquarius around here, and they meet up once in 20 years, and when they meet up, they begin a 20-year cycle. So we started a 20-year cycle in December of 20, which will stay with us till 2040, and we will spend the next 2 years laying the foundation for the next 20 years. The second thing I want to talk about is the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. They meet up once in 33 to 38 years, and they met up in Jan of 2020. And that conjunction changed our material reality completely. Before that, they met in 1982. So if you started something in 1982, it may have closed out in Jan of 2020. If not, then definitely Jan 2020 changed our material reality, and this new cycle that we're in will be with us till 2053, till these two planets meet again in the sign of Pisces. The next thing is the Uranus Saturn square. This is the theme of the year. This is the most important event of 2021, and this event is all about finding out who you are and what you want, your authentic self, and embracing that authentic self. It's also about getting rid of old structures, old thought patterns, old anything, and embracing the new, because this transit will bring about a lot of change in our lives. And it's going to continue into 2022 as well. The next important thing is that as we pursue our goals, we will heal our identity. That's happening. We're going to be in this energy for some more time, and yeah, that's important. And the next thing that I do want to touch upon is the Saturn Chiron sextile, 60-degree angle, and by the end of the year, we will find something tangible that would heal our identity as well. And the last thing I want to mention are the nodes. The North Node is in Gemini, the South Node is in Sag. They were in the same placement between 2001 and 2003. So whatever themes, events, people, situations you encountered then, you might be building those, resolving those, reviewing those, or closing those out. And we've been in this energy since May 2020, and we will be in this energy for some more time till the nodes change signs. So that's all I'll leave you with. If you like this video, share it with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel. I post daily videos, weekly videos, monthly videos, and I am also going to start posting sun sign monthly horoscopes, and I do special astrology talks and presentations. So if you're interested, hit the subscribe button, and thank you for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.